Hello and welcome back to Minecraft. You might be noticing that this is a little bit different from my usual setup. I'm taking some new feedback into consideration, which is, Meg, why don't you have a face cam? I don't know. So we're going to try out a face cam, see if it works, see if it's distracting, whatever. But today we need to go mining because we need more stone, more iron, and more defense against these. So let's get moving. So the time that I am filming this, it is my birthday. I just turned 29. It's been a great time. I spent the whole weekend at my girlfriend's house. We played the Final Fantasy VII remake and nothing else. I got home and my parents were very cool. They have gotten me a desk chair, which I'm currently sitting my butt on. Very supportive. I love it. Thank you. And a new camera, which I'm going to be using in a lot more vlogs now, because I used to just be limited to where I could bring my phone and how much memory my phone had on it at any given time. But now I am no longer constrained by that. I'm not trapped on YouTube with you. You're trapped on YouTube with me. God, can you imagine if that was like somebody's genuine approach? Yikes. So, kind of like before, I'm gonna just fast forward through the mining. I figure you've seen someone mine before, you know how it rolls. But actually, before I start up the fast forwarding, I would kind of like to show off for a bit and demonstrate my genius. So, as you've seen before on other levels, I've been putting these torches every 4th or so coordinate. And you might be thinking to yourself, why would you do that? That seems like a lot of work. That seems like OCD. Are you okay? Do you need to talk? I don't. But here's why I do that. And you can kind of see it already in play here, so we'll go ahead and do that. When you mine on every 4th, you end up getting these nice, neat little strips. So it's like strip mining, but not really. So you just pop down, do a little bit more. I found my approach for this, my kind of rationale for it, is it gives me a really quick way to reach the bottom of whatever given mineshaft I'm working towards, with not a whole lot left to the imagination. The other bonus of it is that you don't get lost, like, ever. All you have to do is find your torches and jump up. Just follow up until you hit the sky. You've made it. You're done. We found some iron. Hallelujah. Yes. Yeah, that's basically like why I mine like this. It seems like a lot of work, but the fact is that I have trouble mining any other way now, which sounds kind of weird, but it's very effective for me. Like, I know people who live or die by quarry mining, but I'm not one of those. So this is actually very easy for me, but, yeah, I don't know. It's got a lot of perks to me that I don't really see too many of the downsides. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep going on this section of the mine. We're gonna try to run through all 3 of the pickaxes before I come back to you. Maybe I'll fast forward it, maybe I'll just cut it, but I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so we've run out of shovel. That's fun. We're still not out of pickaxe quite yet, though, but I'm just giving you guys an update. We were digging gravel and we ran out of shovel. I'm so sorry, but I am stuck in this dreary mine of mine. I'm screwing up my mind. I gotta actually take this seriously. Yes, let's take Minecraft seriously. That's a good idea. One of my favorite Minecraft urban legends, a lot of people go for, like, Herobrine. Because, like, that's the go-to. That's the one that Mojang has actually acknowledged repeatedly. But I don't know. I kind of like the one where somebody said that they had done a social experiment on a server and trapped people in a 100 by 100 area, basically. Like, they used the fill command to create these huge bedrock walls. And allegedly they trapped like a whole server of people in there, and they just went full Lord of the Flies, like terrorizing each other. And I had actually tried that once. I went ahead and figured out how to use that mod and did my best to make a 100 by 100 area where I lived in, And it ended up just kind of being like an average game of Minecraft. It wasn't that interesting or different. But I would love to see more stuff come out besides Herobrine, because he's kind of not really that scary to me. Like, I guess maybe the first iteration of the creepypasta was scary, like that first one, and they were talking about how, like, Notch was denying it, and, like, I was like, ooh, intrigue, mystery. But after a certain point when it just got, like, memed to death, I stopped taking it seriously. And as much as I love me some horror comedy, as much as I love me some comedy, when something goes horror comedy, I can't take it seriously, because if it's meant to be, ooh, take that. If it's meant to be scaring me and I'm not afraid of it, if I'm not taking it seriously, I can't be afraid of it, so there's no danger. And it just kind of kills both of them, because I resent the horror part of it for, you know, trying to take me out of the giggles, but then I resent the giggly part of it for taking me out of the horror. One of my friends is very into, like, some of those series, but I don't know. Whenever somebody says, like, yeah, it's a horror comedy, or when Netflix says, yeah, it's a horror comedy, I go, okay, so it's a comedy. It's not there to be a horror movie. Like, I remember I got really irrationally mad at ABCs of Death for simultaneously having, like, very well thought out, creepy sorts of, like, shorts and skits, and then having the audacity to make me laugh during other ones. And I was sitting there like, both of these experiences are positive. Why are you mad? It's like, I'm mad because these are conflicting emotions. I wanted different. I wanted it to be different. But, like, I'm picky when it comes to horror, because that's, like, my pet genre. So, I really shouldn't be trusted unless you want, like, full-on horror snob information. And even then, I prefer the Nightmare on Elm Street remake to the originals, so I'm clearly just talking out of my ass. What was your favorite part of the video when you talked about horror movies for no reason? Oh god, I should be topside. I need to be working on a farm if we're ever gonna get to fighting things. I don't know, do we want to have the farm up in the air with me? Oh, I already did that. I need to go lie down. It's been a day. So that was not the worst net gain in terms of iron. Maybe we'll do one more. I need to stop mining and just show the combat already, my god. Alright, we're up. Oh, I hear something. Hello. What you got? Nothing of value. Amazing. I don't even have a sword to kill you with. I'll be back. I don't know. I'll let him live. Like, wrong place, wrong time. Speaking of wrong place, wrong time, you guys are about to be the latest additions to the farm. I am so happy that we finally got this tree to grow. I say that like I had any kind of input into that tree growing. I did not. We got iron. Got a decent amount of it. Let's go ahead and throw that in the fire. But let's go ahead and see how this is going. Decent, not bad. Not good, but not bad. Let's call it a B+. I'm not sure if, like, my mine is outside of that chunk and that's why it's not doing anything, or the chunk unloads. I'm pretty sure that's why this wouldn't be growing as much as it could. So we should probably hang out here for a bit. Like, within this area. I think we should start in on that enchanting table. But I also think that maybe we should be getting a proper farm together, which is where these stone walls could shine, honestly. Where do we want our farm to be? I kind of like the idea of it being around here. But I just reforested nope, I just reforested that. This is free game, which means I need an axe. Upstairs. So my ambition, lofty though it may be, is to make the next full moon our combat night, because my understanding is that that is when the monsters are at their most plentiful. And after all of this build-up, I will settle for nothing less than the most entertaining experience I can offer, even if that is just me running around shrieking for 5 minutes. Ooh, so that would make it tomorrow. Well, I guess I get to put my money where my mouth is, huh? Alright, let's do this. let's at least put this together and then we'll go to bed. Okay, so for right now what I'm gonna... Oh god, okay. That could have ended so badly. Okay. Let's go to bed and we'll hash that out. Alright, first things first. Inventory. And it's gonna rain! So, fingers crossed that'll grow into a tree. Now, I have no iron and I must scream. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is be properly equipped. Which I'm not. But, thank God I've got enough together to make a shield, which is the most critical piece of... I'm not wearing pants. She's just so pantsless, oh god. No, we're gonna die. Okay. I guess my only other thing I can do is get the animal farm together and then just kind of try to stick to someplace light for the combat. Ooh, this is not gonna be a good time. We're gonna die a lot. Okay, so my plan for Animal Farm is to kind of fill in this section here, from like here to here, border it off with the stone walls that I have, and hopefully go back, kill that villager from earlier, steal his leads, get some cows, and then just have leather and milk and steak for days. I'm gonna feel bad about destroying this home. I know, because I saw one ocelot kitten and I went full redemption arc for an anime villain. A sign of life. Oh no, I ruined that thing's home. Time to go plant some trees out of guilt. So, I am inevitably going to feel bad about it, but the way that I see it, I am propagating life by creating my animal farm where this gorgeous, luscious forest used to be. And speaking of eco-terrorism, Final Fantasy VII Remake was so good. I played it in a whole weekend. Brie and I kept swapping the controller, and it was amazing, and you should go get it. It takes a weird left turn, not gonna lie, it takes a weird turn, but it's not enough for me to dislike the game retroactively. So you should definitely give that a shot if you have the ability. Solid, like, 8.8 out of 10. That's an IGN score. I hate that. Okay, so this is looking pretty deforested. Let's go ahead and set up some of these. Now I want a perimeter that a zombie can't just stroll right into, so let's call it a 3 and 3. Right, like that. And the only animals I'm anticipating having first are cows, but I would really like to have a space set aside for any other kind of livestock before they get there. So let's go ahead and we'll set up, say, maybe a 7x7 per each animal. 2 animals on each side. I can't do math. Let's eyeball. Whoa! Hello? Excuse me. You are a sneak preview we didn't ask for. Stop it. So that's going to keep things from spawning inside, so that I don't come back from housing my cows, which are still conveniently over there, and find this just overrun. But let's go ahead and finish out the enclosure. Okay, and then we'll put a gate in like there, but that looks pretty good, if I do say so. Okay, let's go murder a man for 2 pieces of rope, and we'll get some cows, and then we'll get started on the combat. Oh! Oh! I see you hired a bodyguard. There we go. Okay. My friend, where are your llamas? The llamas are the only reason I'm here. Where did they go? What have you done to them? Did you have to eat them? Savage. Monster. Alright, let's see if llamas come to kill me. Well, good news, I killed the traitor in sweet Shakespearean revenge for the llamas. Bad news, the llamas aren't here, and I can't take their leads. So we have to go and lead the cows anyway. I just committed murder for no reason. Well, I mean, maybe not. Maybe it was a good warm-up because night is falling. Let's go up, we'll eat some food, and harvest them if I make it. Oh god, it's already starting. I have to get out of here. So we're gonna go get as much food as we can. Pray, I think is the best idea. Oh god, this is just not a good time for this. Okay. We're gonna cook this food while we set everything else up. I should have been doing this all day. Trying to make the farm right now is a bad idea. Alright. I do not have enough for pants. Crap. Alright, well, you get to go in there. I think I need to just make like one more set of chests right now. Meg, you might say, you're losing valuable combat time. I know. This is, like, basically part of my survival strategy right now, which is that if I'm not out there for too long, I can't die as frequently. I think it's a flawless plan. I need to basically leave all of my valuables behind. So, no, you're the valuable, you have to stay. Okay, this is our loadout. I really wish I had a bow. I do not. And I really wish that I had pants. I do not. Okay, like. Okay, subscribe. I'm going out into that big empty world. I loved you. Lock and load. So, first lesson is to understand where you are in the battlefield. In this case, I'm near my house, which is a bad idea. So, we're gonna go someplace that we don't usually hang out. We do not shit where we eat, in other words. So I'm gonna go over to that shoreline where I haven't been and I don't really plan on being, so that if it gets blown up to hell by creepers, I won't need to worry about it as bad. Speaking of which, my first fight of the day. So, creepers. Bad example. You shouldn't be fighting them in water. Alright, so, first example is zombies and their variant, drowned. With zombies, I've just found that backpedaling is the best solution, but that's also, luckily, the best solution with creepers as well. You just hit, back up. It's like a dance. Hit, back up. Hit, back up. They tend to veer certain directions to try to come after you, so basically don't let them do that, or try to predict where they're headed. Drowned are basically the same as zombies, but I found them much easier to fight. Because they're slow. The water slows them down. The only ones that are a pain in the ass is the ones that have these bitches, the tridents. Ah, and my old nemesis, the skeleton. I was really crappy at fighting skeletons until they introduced shields, and then I became their god. So you can see, as long as you're willing to be patient when fighting skeletons, you have absolutely nothing to fear. The war is mine. Okay, this isn't so bad. I'm not wearing pants, but that's fine. Oh, spiders. I've never actually fought a spider without getting at least one hit. It's just how they are. But, distance is the name of the game with them, I would say. Now, you might be fun. I saw one of your ilk earlier. Hey, I got it anyway. That's pretty good, actually. That might be useful in the update that they're going to be doing. I heard that Bedrock has the update. I have not attempted to find out whether or not I have it on PS4. It's worth finding out, though, so maybe next episode we'll take a dive into that if I have access to it. So, witches are the one thing that I'm probably not going to screw with today. The reason I say that is because my understanding of how to fight them is use a bow and arrow and do your best. Then again, screw it. What up, Brunhilde? Oh, I think that went well. The dumbass strategy worked, but also the fact that she was in water, so maybe leading them to water is helpful. Again, this is just patience at work. And the ability to hold down R3, which is, as you can see, a pain in the ass. Let's see if the strategy works outside of water as well. It doesn't! Oh god. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh, she dropped a potion while she was using it. Take that, and also some food, and also maybe not being poisoned. We're just gonna hang out here, because it's harder for them to come after you if you're in water, unless you're running away from drowned, in which case you're fucked if you go in the water. But none of that is happening here. So we're just gonna kind of hang for a bit, patrol the shoreline, admire our house, and yearn for it. Just have a snack. I understand that this might look like very wasteful snacking, and you're right. Here's the thing, I need it. Okay, so usually I would tell how much night has gone by where the moon is, but we don't have access to the moon. So instead, I'm just gonna kind of saunter back and hope that we're nearly done here. That's an armored skeleton, screw that. But I will take on you. Oh, wait, do I have a bow and arrow? Have I killed enough? Damn it! Basically, it comes down to, am I feeling brave? And the answer is no, but also yes. Victory once again granted by being in water. I just saw an Enderman. Anybody else catch him? There he is. Hey, big guy. Yeah, I bet you hate me right now. Come on. Come close. Talk about some pay dirt. Ooh, and just in time. That could have gone really badly for me. So that's awesome. We made it through our combat night. Let's go take some of this. Let's go back to the inventory tree that doesn't exist yet. Let's go back home and we'll see the spoils of our labor. Okay, so our final total from that was 1 trident, 3 bones, 2 arrows, 1 spider eye, 1 potion of instant healing, we're gonna keep that around, 2 pieces of sugar, 2 glass bottles, 1 enchanted golden helmet with thorns, which will be very useful later, hint hint, 4 pieces of string, 9 pieces of bamboo, an ender pearl, a leather hat, some sugar cane, nautilus shells, 10 rotten flesh, 5 gunpowder. And I feel great about that. I think that that's an amazing haul. I am definitely a fan of the trident. I don't have that much experience with them because I prefer bow and arrow, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Speaking of bow and arrow, that string is going to become very useful pretty soon. The ender pearl, of course, we're going to be stockpiling those. Overall, I think that this was a successful episode. I finally got to show you guys some combat, I got to show off some mining, and we got started on our next project, which is an animal farm. And would you look at that? Inventory is on its way. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope that this format isn't kind of putting anyone off, but let me know if you like it or if you hate it. I'm just constantly trying to improve my channel. Please also feel free to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. But that is about it from me. I make new videos every Sunday and Thursday. Sometimes that schedule gets a little bit off, but I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.